Hi friends, it's Jenny from JD's Rockin' Readers, and today I want to share with you all about my Rockin' Phonics program. So far I have first grade Rockin' Phonics. I'm currently working on kindergarten, and I've had this program for a few years now. I've used it in my classroom. Several other teachers have also used it. I get great reviews about it on TPT and from my fellow teachers. So what I wanted to share with you today is exactly what it is all about. I'm going to go through the entire week with you. Rockin' Phonics is actually run on a PowerPoint for most of it, and every day we're going to do some activities where the kids are up and moving. We will have some paper pencil activities as well, and then there is a 4-day game rotation. So I will show you all of that as we go through. Now on the first slide, it's going to tell what our skill is that we're working with on the week for the week, and then we have our I can statement at the bottom. So here I'm just going to go to Monday. All right, I can go back to the main menu then if I need to. And the best thing ever is a PowerPoint clicker to go through with this product, because you don't want to have to be tapping the smartboard all the time. This does the work for you. All right, so every week, every day, we have an anchor chart. We have an anchor chart for each one, and what we're going to do, we're going to talk about each picture. We are going to segment the sounds, and then we're going to blend the word together. So we would talk about how that's a picture of a map, and then we would go app, map. We'd say the word, then we'll do cat, at, cat, add, mad, an, fan, egg, bag, am, ham. The next anchor chart just has the whole word, so we'll say them again. Map, cat, mad, fan, bag, ham. Now, every Monday and Wednesday, we do something called drum and strum. So basically, we're going to be segmenting those words, and we're going to be strumming to put them back together. We're going to pretend like we're drumming, and we're strumming on a guitar. So I always have the students stand up for this, and they are going to drum. And I always have them cross over their arms to kind of help with brain development as you do it, and then they will strum the guitar as they blend it back together. So we have dad. So we would go add, dad, egg, wag. Okay, so I'd go through all of the drum and strum. Oops. And then on Mondays, we also always do a word sort. So we're doing short A words. We're going to be sorting some of those short A word families. We have an, add, and egg. And I always have them use crayons for this. And so for the short vowels, we have a blue and a red. So they're going to get out a crayon. I'm actually going to give them a worksheet, but everything that's done is up on the smartboard. I can use my clicker. I can walk around the classroom. I can see who's getting it or who needs some extra help with it. And I don't have to be up at the board the whole time or back at my document camera writing all of the words down. So I love that about this. So here, I would draw a name stick, and the student would read the word pan. They're going to tell me where we would sort that onto our worksheet, and then that's how they're going to write it with their crayons. Dad, new kid. All right, so we would go through all of the and add and egg words. Like I said, I can walk around as they are doing these. That's the end of Monday. There's no games on Monday. So that usually takes about 15 minutes to go through. And all of the lessons are usually about 15 to 20 minutes. Friday's a little bit shorter because usually schools or teachers have tests on Fridays, like spelling tests. So Friday is a little bit shorter. So for Tuesday, we're going to go back through that anchor chart again. I'm going to try to fly through these things we've already done. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do something called See It, Write It. So they're going to get out their whiteboard marker and eraser, or in the product, I actually have sound boxes that you can laminate, and they can write on those if they would like. So up to you for that one. So I'm going to show them a picture, and we're going to talk about what it is, and we're going to say it slowly, add. And they are going to write that on their whiteboard or their sound boxes. And I'm going to do some sort of callback. So I might say 1, 2, 3, show me. And they say 1, 2, show you. And then they're going to hold their whiteboards up so I can see what they've done. And then I can interject and help them out as I see needed. So I'm going to show them how it was spelled, D-A-D. We talk a lot about B and D reversals during this time too, at the beginning of first grade. All right, and then we have mad. And we're going to go through all of those. I do different callbacks on all of those. And then here we have rock star jumps. Rock star jumps are going to be on Tuesdays and Fridays. And what I do is I have the kids stand up, and they, for whatever reason, I don't know why, my class last year, they kind of had some fun with this, but they would actually stand behind their desk and they would like duck down, and then they would read. We're gonna sound out the words, and then when they see a Rockstar kid, they kind of jump up and they do the Rockstar jump. So I'll show you what it means. It's gonna, the PowerPoint clicker is going to get the letters to come up separately. So we're gonna sound them out. P-an. You can go as slowly as you want or as quickly as you want, depending on what your students need. It's not timed, so it's completely up to you. If you need to stop and talk about something, you can do that. So we'll go p-an, we put it together, pan. M-ad, mad, r-ag, rag. All right, and then when they see the Rockstar kid, they're gonna jump up, do a Rockstar jump. They really like that. Now, what I have to do, because they, might get a little crazy when they're ready to do this, is that they do the Rockstar jump, and then once I click and go to the next screen, they need to be ready. So one jump and done. All right, so we're gonna go through these. There's a bunch of them. They'll do their Rockstar jumps. And then on Tuesday through Friday, there is a game rotation. Now, it is for 4 groups. I usually have 4 groups, or I'll put them into 4 groups. And I've been lucky the past, actually 3 years, to have a pretty small class, and it's worked out pretty well. Actually, one year I only used 3 groups. And so the 4th group nobody would be at it, and everybody would still go to all of the games throughout the week. So for the short vowels, there's 4 different games they will play. So they'll play these same games, just with the different vowel patterns for the next 5 weeks. Throughout the year, the games do change, and there are some different ones. So I'm just gonna show you. So for a rotation, I might do table groups, and what I'll do is on the very, very first time they're learning these games, I will print a class set. So I have enough games for the entire class to actually play the same game, because I'm gonna teach it, I'm gonna let them play. The next day, I might do bump the first day, 4 in a row the next day. I'm gonna teach it to everybody, and then when we go to short E, they're gonna know how to play already, and I don't have to worry about it. So I have the games. So the first one is bump, okay? So I just have those short A words and a spinner. Now here, I bought some fancy spinners that you obviously can just use a paper clip and a pencil, which is actually what I went to after about 2 weeks of these spinners, because they were pretty expensive. So, and then I have 4 in a row. So for 4 in a row, they're going to be spinning the word family, finding a word with that word family, and trying to get 4 in a row. I also have snakes and ladders, which of course is like chutes and ladders. So we practice that game and how to play. And then lastly, I have memory or concentration. So they will match up those words playing that. So that is the 4-day game rotation. Now here we have Monday. Monday is very similar to, Wednesday. Wednesday is very similar to Monday. So we'll kind of go through. We of course have our anchor chart, and we're gonna have drum and strum again. Okay, so we're doing the drum and strum again. Drum, strum. And we don't have a word sort. What we're gonna do is real versus silly words. So I will give the students their worksheet. This time they're just gonna use a pencil. And again, I'm gonna draw name sticks. The student's gonna read the word. They're gonna tell me if it's real or silly. If it's real, I ask them to use it in a sentence. And if it's silly, of course, you can't do that. So they would read mad. Oh, that's a real word. And we're gonna write it on the real word side. Now there's 10 words. So 5 are real, 5 are silly. All right, then we have our day 2 rotation. So like I said, we'll have those same games, and they will get to every game throughout the week then. Thursday is similar to Tuesday, because we're going to also have the see it, write it, like we did on Tuesday, okay? So here we have wax. They are different pictures and different words. And then on Thursdays, we do a Scoot game. So I love Scoot, the kids love Scoot. So what we do is I have all of the Scoot cards. They have their worksheet. I actually have a couple different versions of the worksheet. This one here, I don't know how well you can see it, but it has 3 lines, because they're all going to be CVC words, so with short A's. So they would write them on the lines. We know there's 3 sounds that helps them sound it out, or there's one that just has blank boxes. So you could choose to use either of those. If you're not sure how to play Scoot, I have directions for you in the product. Then we have our game rotation again. And then on Friday, a little bit shorter of a day, we usually might have a spelling test or whatever on Friday. So, or if you don't have spelling tests on Fridays and you want to make it longer, you could always play Scoot this day instead, because there's not as much going on. All right, so we go through our anchor chart. And we do our Rockstar jumps again. So they're gonna stand up, and when they see the Rockstar kid, they will jump, and you'll practice reading those words. Teaching them left to right. And we have our last game rotation. So that is a week in Rockin Phonics. Every week, there's 28 weeks in the program, and they're all based on some they're all first grade skills. Some of them could also lend to kindergarten, some could lend to 2nd grade. And I do have a scope and sequence, but you don't have to do them in the order that I do them. So with the product, you'll see that scope and sequence. But if you have a reading series or something that you have to do different spelling patterns for in a certain order, this certainly can be done in helping you out with that reading series. So if you have any questions at all, feel free to send me an email at jdsrockinreaders@gmail.com. And I'm working on kindergarten now, hoping to have that out here in a couple of months. So, all right, friends, have a great day.